All right, boys. Welcome back to IQ Rejected. Another week of dumb, stupid shit that we've been thinking about. Levi, you said you have something you want to bring up.
Yeah, guys, I want to apologize to not only the boys in this podcast with me, guys, I've been hyping you guys up about what I'm ready to talk about. But first, everybody in the comments, in the chat, L takes, make sure to shit on the farmer. He canceled on us tonight because he's touching seeds in himself or something. I don't know. He called and he said some weird shit about touching seeds, and that's why he's not going to be here tonight. And I just can't possibly bring this up without all the boys here. So
And he only called 2 minutes before we started.
immediately before he started recording, he was like, "Yeah, you're not gonna be there." It's like, "Fuck you, dude." Why? No, that's all it was.
Well, I guess then we're not going to have a good discussion on whatever you've been thinking about all week. It's been driving me nuts. You've been telling me.
It's so good.
Now you're just like dangling something in front of Gage.
So good, man.
I guess I had a couple weird conversations this week at work.
Yeah.
Couple of guys got together and we're working, doing whatever, and somehow we got on the subject of Bigfoot, and I think we've talked about it before. Do you guys believe in Bigfoot?
I mean,
I think there's just a hairy man out there.
Just a hairy man.
Just some hairy dude that
Okay.
just didn't want to fuck
some
with
tall son of
society.
a bitch.
Yeah, he's just like, I have big feet and I'm heavy, so people make fun of me. So I'm gonna go out here and shit in the woods and have dingleberries. And he's just out there living his fucking weird Homo sapien life.
And he found some other weird hairy woman to breed with and keep their hairy wilderness shitting selves keep going.
Yeah. Or well, that would just make Bigfoot a cryptid. Maybe he is a cryptid. I don't know. I was gonna say maybe this guy is immortal.
Well, I guess my question comes across. So, in this scenario, Bigfoot is real, okay?
All right.
And you have found Bigfoot, I don't know, like 20 miles deep into the wilderness. Nobody's around. And instead of being afraid of him, you're not. And he's actually trying to seduce you.
All right. I'm not fucking Bigfoot.
That's my question. Are you going to fuck Bigfoot? It's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah. Yep, and that opportunity can and will pass me by. I will let that shit go through my fingers.
What's wrong with fucking
Is it
Bigfoot?
actually male Bigfoot or is it a female Bigfoot?
It's a Bigfoot.
What do you
But
mean?
it matters.
It matters to you?
It could.
If it matters to you in this scenario, then it's female. It's a female Bigfoot.
I'm still not fucking Bigfoot.
I mean, no one's ever going to believe you. So
Yeah, but it's once in a lifetime.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone's just going to think you're the drunk that wandered in the woods and probably tried to screw a bear or something.
You don't have to tell anybody about it.
Well, then what's the point?
To be the first person to ever fuck Bigfoot.
If they're willing to fuck some random person just because, you're probably not the first. Let's be real.
That is true.
You think Bigfoot's out there just slaying it?
Yeah, anytime someone like comes to their campsite, they're like, "Want some fuck?" And then everyone's like, "I could be the first person to fuck Bigfoot," and Bigfoot's like, "Yeah, definitely the first," and he's just fucking everybody.
Bigfoot's just in there like, I virgin.
I virgin.
Don't know what I'm doing.
You think Bigfoot has an accent?
Probably. Or he's just like really southern. Like, I like biscuits and gravy. Do you happen to have some?
Well,
How you feeling today?
What about an alien?
What do you mean? You think
Is that
he's an alien?
no? Is that totally different? Like, would you fuck an alien?
Oh, I'd fuck an alien.
But like, we don't even have a good idea of what an alien would look like.
Yep.
It could be.
Why would you screw an alien and not Bigfoot?
Yeah, it could look like an octopus, or it could look like a little green guy.
It's like my idea for an alien. I mean, if we don't know what they look like, I can think about whatever. I know what Bigfoot looks like.
Well, you know the general shape and outline of Bigfoot.
Yeah.
You don't know the fine details.
My general idea for aliens has 3 tits and is green and is fuckable.
My ideal alien has 3 tits too.
See, it's a good one. Did you watch Paul?
What's the fascination of 3 tits?
Well, 2 tits is awesome.
Right.
And 3 tits is just enough. 4 tits is too many.
Yeah, 4 tits
Isn't that like quoting Paul the movie? Isn't that like what he said?
Because he's not wrong. He said it because it's true. You can have like 2 hands on each tit, and then you can suck on the third one. It's fine. It's like, it's not symmetrical, but it just works. I don't know why. It just makes sense.
I don't know the movie Paul.
You've never seen Paul?
No.
It's about an alien that likes to get high, and these guys, they're trying to help him or whatever. It's just funny. It's a comedy. It is hilarious.
You ever seen Shaun of the Dead?
No.
Oh my god.
Oh, somebody stop me from saying mean things. How? They're such good movies.
I've never taken the time to watch any of those. I didn't think it was an actual, like, mandatory set of movies I had to watch.
It is. It absolutely is.
I've seen both of those probably at least 20 times. They're just priceless.
They're fucking good, man. They're so good.
What are your top 5 movies that you consider like must watch from anybody that lives in America? Growing up in America, 5 movies you have to see.
I Am Legend. Scott Pilgrim. These are just my I don't. If I'm going to talk to anybody, they have to watch these movies. Scott Pilgrim, I Am Legend, all of the Austin Powers, 1, 2, and 3, just in that order. You got to watch all of them. That's my 5.
That's my 5.
That's my 5.
I'm right there with you on the Austin Powers. Those are so,
and it's a British movie.
They're so underrated.
They're so good, man.
Oh man. What about you, John?
I would agree with Austin Powers, and probably the other 2. I would say Blindside would need to be 1.
Okay.
That's a good one.
And the 5th one. Oh, I'm not sure about the 5th one. There's a lot of movies. Yeah, I'm not sure about a 5th. I can't think of one.
See, I'll change mine up. Instead of having Austin Powers as the first 3, I think you have to see Titanic, The Patriot.
I have never once seen the Titanic.
Remember the Titans. And probably Sling Blade.
I don't even know what Sling Blade is.
You want some French fried potatoes?
Super Troopers has got to be somewhere on there.
Nah, I don't think it's like a
the first
see.
One.
Starship Troopers is also fucking goated. I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Starship. Yeah. So maybe the list can't be narrowed down just to 5.
No, I really can't.
What's the hiking around the universe, or what's the actual name of that?
Oh, Hitchhikers or Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe or something. I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember the exact name of it. But I know exactly what you're talking about.
That should be one. I just can't remember it's a long ass name.
It really is, yeah. No, but there's so many movies that I genuinely do like. I could not remember all of them right now because I've seen so many good movies that I genuinely would probably consider my top 10.
Right.
That it's like, wow, I can't narrow this down. It's kind of like video games. Same thing for video games. I'd be like, oh my God. I literally have a tattoo of a game on me, but I still can't. I can consider it one of my top 5s, but I still can't narrow it down to being like, I don't know what my top game is. Oh man, I got some fucking tattoos.
What game do you have tattooed on you?
Specifically, it's the Gears of War 3 tattoo, but it's just a Gears tattoo.
I knew you were gay.
Yeah. What's wrong with Gears of War? Tell me.
There's nothing wrong with it, but
I really like the second one.
The second one is my favorite.
I don't think I want to put myself into that fan base.
What's wrong with the Gears fan base? Listen, if you're not there for the multiplayer, you're there for the story, you're goated. But if you're there for the multiplayer and you're a sweat, fuck you, dude. You're
There's
fucking roadie hopping against the fucking walls and shit.
Gears of
Down.
War multiplayer sweat is just as bad as like Overwatch.
Yeah, no, they're
or
bad.
What is that? League of Legends.
See, I was never in the multiplayer scene growing up. I just kind of did the story, mostly because I loved the characters. You know, Marcus Phoenix from Dom. I cried. That's one of the first games I ever cried at playing the third one. Oh, and in the first and second, Marcus Phoenix, that's your character. You're fucking roaming around. You're destroying these hordes, the locust hordes, and you're fighting and you're saving humanity, and it's huge. And I felt, you know, as a kid, I was like, these are my fucking heroes. I love these badass fucking macho men. Crush some guy's skull with his boot. I was like, oh, they're sick. Nothing could ever stop my boys. And I actually played, you know, co-op with a lot of my friends. And like you play, if you're playing co-op, your buddy plays as Dom, this guy that's with you in the first game and in the second game and some of the third game. But partway through of the third game, Dom dies. I would say spoiler alert, but it's like so fucking long. You know, like go play the games. Shut the fuck up. But it's like this guy that has been with you for so long dies. And I cried my little bitch baby boy eyes out for, I think, 30 minutes. Inconsolable. Yeah.
Do you guys have any irrational fears?
What do you consider irrational? Because I don't consider any of my fears irrational.
Like the probability of it happening or a situation happening to you is so low unless you seek it out, but you're still afraid of it.
I'm afraid of the deep ocean. And
I knew you were afraid of the ocean.
If I put myself on a boat and go out there, that's my fucking fault, and I have no reason to be afraid.
Right.
But also, it's a very rational fear to be afraid of the ocean. It's huge. Don't get me started.
Like I have a fear of getting butt fucked by some random guy.
That could happen.
I just have a fear that someone wants to fuck me in the butt.
We can make that happen. If you
No.
What are you just gonna roll up at Walmart and just some dude's just like, hey boy, pull you down your pants.
You never know, John. All right, you never know. I have a fear of getting fucked in the butt.
I mean, we all gotta have something.
Yeah, well, it's very real and it's irrational because I don't think anybody could take me when it comes to my butthole.
That is true. I mean, they're not going to stop you. That's yours. That's your tuchus.
Stop clenching your ass and let me in, boy. If I had an irrational fear, it'd probably be shitting myself. Probably.
I don't feel like that's
shitting yourself at work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's one place you don't have like extra clothes, and to leave is going to cause a bigger issue than to just throw your underpants away.
Especially when I'm on a job site that doesn't have like a bathroom.
I could see that.
Then I get nervous.
Like, oh no, what if I'm going to have to shit? Do you think those guys in like the early 1900s when they were building New York skyscrapers had bathrooms all the way at the top, or do you think they just like shit off the edge and hope for the best?
They just shit off the side.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
I would kill someone.
50-story shit.
Oh man.
The ground.
I want to hear a story about that. Like, I wonder if anyone's ever written a story about how they poop.
Getting hit in the head. Then again, depending on how high it is and how dense their shit is, they could kill someone like that.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking at an average of like 1 to 2 ounces of a poop flying in at maybe 80 miles an hour down the beach.
Yeah,
you're not wearing hard hats, which at the time, safety really wasn't an issue. Nobody fucking cared.
That's capital DBT, death by turd.
Death by turd.
You know what I mean? Like, that's awful. That's a terrible way. Imagine, like, you have to be the person that tells their family. Like, you're dressed up in a fucking suit and you show up. Miss? What? Where is he? Your husband was killed by a random turd. I hate to be the one to tell you this. Just that she would be devastated and also laughing the whole time. There's no way that she wouldn't.
Imagine suing someone over that. I had this turd just randomly fall down from the heavens and smack me in the face.
Smack me in the fucking face! I'm pissed!
It's crazy how you see the working conditions of people in the early years. Like I seen a documentary on like a mine that went like 7 or 8 miles down, and it took these people hours to climb these ladders going up and down to get in and out of the mine.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the shift, they'd have to just walk up this ladder and then stop on these little platforms on the side to take a break and then keep walking. Well, they came up with an invention.
Wind turbines are.
Well, they came up with an invention that had two like sticks with like little steps on them, and this engine on top would rotate one after another, and people would just kind of use them like escalators.
Escalator! Whoa!
In this documentary, they didn't do any like inspections on the whole stair thing, and one day it fucking broke and it fell, and it killed like 80 or 90 people, and there was like 120 some people on this fucking stair thing going up, leaving at shift change. Yeah, it took them like a week to get everybody out. It was nuts.
I think coal mining still like one of the most dangerous jobs in the world.
I think it's gotten a lot better, especially with like how technology is and how severe OSHA is on working conditions.
Yeah, they don't.
Well, they don't go by OSHA. They have their own thing. I can't remember what it's called.
So they can get by.
But it's way stricter.
Well, it should still go under OSHA as well, right? Occupational health, work and safety.
They have. Let me look it up. I think quarries and coal mines are under something else.
Like, you're not even supposed to do construction outside anymore, cutting concrete without spraying water on it.
Oh, yeah. They do not like anything.
Which, granted, that's good. It's a good thing.
Yeah,
but it does slow a lot of the work down sometimes.
Yes, it does. Well, they get paid hourly. Good for them.
That's what I say, man. I'm paid by the hour.
Yeah, you're like, I'll be here all day. I know there's some working class gents that'll probably listen to this and be like, fuck yeah, we do. I'm going to take my sweet ass time. Damn right you fucking should. They're going to pay you
it's
the minimum.
It's a department of OSHA, but it's like its own thing. It's called MSHA, Mine Safety and Health Act.
Okay. So there's like a different set of rules for mining. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like all of OSHA are ball busters, but that team specifically practiced the ball busting techniques of the ancients.
Yes. They are very strict.
They make sure that everyone's safe down in the fucking coal mines where it's impossible to be safe.
And I respect that though. I mean, they may be strict, but at least they're making sure you're going home at night.
Make sure to wear your knee pads. Watch out for the falling lead. And then they die. It's like, I'm sorry. We did the best we could. We told them it was coming.
We have a man lift at work, and one of the safety rules that you follow pretty much everywhere is you have to strap into the man lift.
Yeah.
So your harness clips onto the man lift railing, so if you were to fall out, you don't fall to the ground.
That's good.
Well, we got this rule that when you're all the way up in the air, if you can tie off to like the actual structure, do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because if someone was to come in and knock it over with a fork truck, not only would you fall to the ground, but you would be slingshotted and catapulted to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen that a few times on video, and I always stick to it.
You should.
And always work with a buddy.
Yeah, having a buddy system is always good.
I love man lifts. I'm not gonna lie, I like being up high in those.
I hate it. Fat guys and heights just don't really mix well. They don't make things up high that hold fat guys.
They do that on purpose.
That's a good thing. But when you're like, hey, you gotta go up there, I'm like, well, fuck.
You're like, no, I don't think I do. Nice try,
I
though.
love getting in them, driving them when they're up really high and stuff. Oh, yeah. I don't care. I love those things. Except when there's lightning in the area, then I get down as fast as possible.
See, that's another thing. You work outside. I work inside.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So really, the only thing I have to worry about is fork trucks. You've got to worry about wind and rain, lightning, and all sorts of weather conditions.
There was, on one of the jobs I was on, these I think they were welders, had a 120-foot man lift.
Nope.
And I wanted to get in that thing and just take it straight up and see how it looked.
Pass.
My brother used to work for Metronet, and he would send me photos of him at the top of the towers, and it would make me physically sick.
I want to vomit.
Really?
Yeah, I can't.
Always kind of, I really want to do a wind turbine.
Yeah.
So I can go all the way up and look out the hatch down at the bottom of the ground.
I don't think so.
I'm good.
No, I'm good. I've seen those fuckers on the ground. I don't want to go up.
That's another situation where there's not bathrooms, though. Those guys will take like buckets up with them, and that's what they have to use as a bathroom, or piss out the hatch.
You think they would, though?
I know they.
I don't know. I would hope they would try to use the bathroom before they go up there.
Well, they try to, but I mean, when you're up there all day,
Right.
and it takes like 45 minutes to get down, because it's that ladder system like that mine had.
Yeah, I knew they got the ladders in there. They also have an emergency rope that you can take outside of it.
Yeah. I had a guy tell me once that if he took a guy up there with him and the guy froze up on the turbine deck.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And he told him either you lay down and I pull you back and we climb down, or you see that harness you have on, they're going to come, strap you on, and they're going to throw you over the side and lower you down.
Yeah.
He's like, which one do you want to do?
I mean, you're already up there. You might as well go down on the rope.
Yeah.
He did not go down on the rope. I couldn't imagine that. They're just like, okay, 3.
Yeah, fuck
Well,
that.
if you got to get the fucker down, you got to get the fucker down.
Yeah.
It's
What
just-
what kind of ideas did you want to bring to the table this week, John?
Oh shit! I wasn't even looking at my thing. Give me a sec.
Yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger panicking during questioning.
I'll be honest. I finally am close to home again, which is so nice.
Yes.
That I have been so tired. I'll be honest, I haven't thought of anything but sleep.
Jesus Christ. How do you
Well, I get up. What?
How do you sleep?
Not well, apparently.
Not well. Well, when I was getting up at 3:30 in the morning to get to work by 6, get off at 2, and if I had class that night, I don't get home till about 10:30, 11. You don't get much sleep.
No, I'm not asking how much sleep you get. I'm asking how do you sleep? Do you
It
are you
depends.
a nudist kind of guy, or
Oh, you're asking.
I think you're a basketball
what?
shorts. Basketball shorts, no shirt.
So it depends on the night if I'm either no shirt underwear or if I'm no shirt shorts.
Right.
It kind of depends like what I wore that day.
Okay.
Like if I'm dumb tired and I had like cargo shorts on, I'll just be like, screw it and just go to bed. Take them off, go to bed.
You just wear
But if I-
underwear.
Yeah, I don't care.
Right.
I mean, it's me and my fiance. She's seen everything. I don't care.
Right. I'm not shaming you at all. Like,
No,
you can
I'm
sleep
just
however
saying.
you want.
I'll be honest, that is a thing that took me a while to become comfortable with, is someone else seeing that much of me.
Yeah.
That took a while. Probably took at least 6 months of when we moved in together.
Do you let her watch you poop?
I don't care. I tell her when I'm going to go take a shit. I ask her if she wants to wipe.
Were you more comfortable with her watching you poop than you were sleeping in your underwear next to her?
No.
Was it just like a weird thing you were odd about?
I've never really been comfortable in my body, so I would say probably the shitting honestly was more comfortable.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I've always wanted, and it's the weird thing, I don't put much effort into it now, but when I was younger, I put a lot of effort in trying to stay fit and everything, but I could never get my body to get into that fit state. I always had like a dad bod most of my life.
Right.
So I've always not really been super comfortable with how my body looks. So like even when I go swimming and stuff, if you look like at pictures I take with people, I usually have like my arms crossed or something.
See, me and you are the opposite. I've embraced it. People are already going to talk about my ass crack. They might as well see my titties. Dude, this shit's
I wish
so
I could be
long.
comfortable with it.
I think eventually you'll get to the point where you're old enough to not really care about what people think of you or how they look at you anymore. And you're a handsome looking man. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sure you look fine in swim trunks.
I'll be honest, at this point, I don't care since I have Kristen. It's not like I'm trying to impress anyone anymore, so I really could care less
You're
other
not out there
than
playing
just
the field.
myself.
Okay. What about you, Levi? How do you sleep?
I sleep if I have just had the only time I sleep naked is post coitus.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Not even on like a hot day?
No, because I guess I do have an irrational fear now that I think about it. We'll do a call back to that one. I'm afraid someone's going to break in or my house is going to catch on fire. And then what do? Do I just stay there? And do I try to, if I have a home invader, do I try to get dressed or do I just fight him booty butt all ass naked? Because I also had an incident here recently and I've come to the conclusion that I will fight someone naked. I've come to that conclusion because I was taking a shower with my significant other. You guys should try it sometimes. If you don't have a significant other, do better. But we were showering together. Sorry, buddy. We were
like a slap in the face.
And I thought I heard a bunch of noise in my room to my left. And it didn't sound like my cat. It sounded like a bunch of thumps. And I thought somebody was in my house. And I told Maddie to be quiet. Even though the shower was running, I told her to be quiet. And I was like, I'll be back. And I went real fucking stoic. And I opened the fucking door slowly. Fucking balls out, fucking guns ready. I was ready to kick the shit out of somebody. And I start sneaking through my fucking house. And I'm looking. And then my cat just runs at me. And I'm like, you fuck. I was like, I was ready.
Was the invader.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're about to catch these hands, cat.
I don't know what she knocked over because I still haven't found anything. But it was the biggest fucking noise that I didn't think she made. But I was in that moment, I realized it doesn't matter if I'm fucking naked. I am ready to go.
Now, did you dry off any?
No, I was dripping. Yeah. I legitimately thought someone was in my fucking house. And I was like, it doesn't matter if I'm fucking wet. What matters is I'm probably about to be covered in something else anyway. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, just come on him.
You can't bite me. Shower, you're just covered in something.
He's the cum burglar. I'm here to steal your jizz.
I was thinking about that on the way back, though. I was like, what if I did just kill someone that came into my fucking house?
Well, at least the shower's on and ready.
Yeah, I'm covered in blood, but we were showering in the fucking
dark. Would that be an issue as far as evidence?
In the dark?
Yeah, we turn on a candle, but it's dark in the shower. It's really romantic sometimes. You should try it.
Is that a problem from evidence standpoint, showering after you've killed somebody? Even if it was self-defense?
It's my house. Fuck them. I don't want to be covered in it. It's gross. Blood is dangerous.
I'm more of an underwear sleeper guy.
Nothing wrong with that.
Now, if I've had a long day and it's been hot out and I plan on just kind of taking a nap or something, I'll sleep nude. It's a special occasion kind of thing.
Yeah, you've earned it.
I really got to feel it. I'm in the mood.
I've never been able to sleep naked. I don't know why. I just never really wanted to.
tell you that fire thing's legitimate though. I'd hate for a fire to break out. It's like, get out of the house. Get out of the house. You're like,
I had
I'm
that
naked.
happen.
You're like, I'm naked. What'd you do?
So the house next door to my parents caught on fire. And the fire department came and told us to evacuate the house at midnight. I wasn't fully naked, but I was in basketball shorts, no shirt on. And my best friend was over too. He was in the same thing, basketball shorts, no shirt. We were sleeping in the living room. I had never seen a man put socks on and a shirt on at the exact same time, like mid-air, running. As soon as he heard my mom go, we need to get out now, there's a fire, and she moves the curtains, and all you see is flames.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah. But yeah, we had to evacuate the house and everything, and I mean, it wasn't terrible. It's not like our house was on fire, so I mean, you could take a second to get clothes, but they wanted you out like yesterday.
Right.
Are you, if you have a pet? No, I know Gage doesn't have a pet, but like, if you have,
I've had pets.
Are you going back into the burning building for your pet?
Yes.
It depends what kind of pet it is.
All right. For you, I'm going to say this is the, like, for instance, this is the only dog you've ever owned and you love it more than life itself.
How raging is the fire?
You will get burned, but you're not going to be disfigured.
No.
You're
Damn.
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Because listen, at this rate, that motherfucker can choose to come out of that house because it's low.
But what
to
if
the
he
ground.
can't get out on his own?
Well,
yeah, what if he needs help? You shut a door and he doesn't have opposable thumbs.
I'm sorry, Rufus.
That happened in my neighbor's
sorry.
fire.
That's so fucked. Okay, and John, for your example, you already said yes, but hear me out. Now I have to dumb it down a little bit. Now I gave him.
If
the
you
love
say
of
a
his fucking
goldfish,
life.
I'm not going back in for a goldfish.
I'm gonna say a lizard that you've had for 4 years.
But lizards
I don't like lizards, but yeah, I would.
Okay,
I look at pets as my family, so
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's just like
yeah.
a loved one in there.
that makes sense, but it's still a fucking lizard. People look at dogs and lizards completely differently. I like lizards a lot, so like I'd go in and save a fucking lizard and a dog. Now, if you tell me it's like, oh, you have a pet tarantula, fuck you. No, I didn't. There's no way. I'd let that bitch burn. I started the fire.
You don't like
I
spiders.
started that shit. But it's like there's not really a lot of animals that I probably wouldn't go in. And I think it's because I think I value the animal's life more than my own. I'm like, that's my animal. Like Umi, my cat, I would go through so much shit to be able to save my cat. I'd be like,
So we had to take our pets with us when we were told to evacuate, or the smoke would have killed them.
yeah.
I mean, we had to take 2 rabbits, a cat, and 2 dogs out of that house.
I think if I have birds, I'm just opening up a window and saying, go for it, you know?
How many pets is too many pets?
It depends on the size of your house.
No, because there's still a limit. Like if I walk into someone's house, he goes, I have all this space, but I keep all my animals out here. And then we like open up a door and it's like the fucking, like you walk into a literal zoo and there's just fucking animals everywhere. I'm like, we're in the suburbs, dude.
Let's just say this. Let's put a maximum on each kind of regular pet people have.
What's considered regular?
So
like a dog. Like what's a max for a dog? How many dogs? I think 4 is kind of a lot. I think 5 is too much.
now,
I would say 4 is too much.
Now, are they all the same size dog, or are they different size dog?
I was imagining same size, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I don't think it matters that much. I think you get 4 because my parents have had 3.
Right.
3 is a good number. 4 is a lot, but I don't think it's too much.
Right.
I think 5 is too much. Too many.
I think my parents have 3, and I think 4 is too much.
I think 4 is good. What about cats?
Cats, I'm capping you at 3.
Yeah.
I'm capping you at
I
3.
think 1's too many, I'll be honest.
Wow, John.
I don't care.
I have one.
I have one cat I care for, and it's one that I rescued.
I have my cat. I love my cat. I'm willing to get a second cat because I love that one, and there's always a thing. 3, I'm like, okay, the litter box, literally, it's just too much to deal with. If there was 4, it's an invasion. You have they become an invasive species.
So 4 dogs and 3 cats.
Yeah.
Now, say you've got, I mean, I guess fish really don't count because they just
you could have hundreds of fish.
Yeah, you can have hundreds of fish.
Here's your fish. Just sprinkling shit on the top.
What about
little bastards get expensive
reptiles?
Reptiles?
Reptiles.
1 or 2 because they are too high maintenance. You have to do a lot of stuff for reptiles.
Let's say if you have a snake, you can normally only have 1 or 2 just because they take a lot.
I would say like 1 snake and 1 lizard is fine. Or 2 of the same.
I could agree with that.
1, 2 max, yeah.
Now, what about like ferrets and shit like that?
Ferrets, you can have.
I don't know about around you guys. That's a common thing here.
You can have like 6 of them bitches. I love ferrets. The little fucking rat weasel things. Oh,
it's still a lot to care for on that.
Oh, it is, but I love them. I love them.
And to just be around, like
I love them.
Most people have at least 2 to 6.
I would say 2. 2 is a max.
No, I think you're right. I think for ferrets, I think 4 is probably a good number. Again, with like the dogs, you'd be surprised. But just because you have to like, for those little bastards, because I actually had ferrets growing up, I had 2, Windy and Wheezy. They were, I loved them because you could just pick them up like little fucking noodles and set them on your fucking shoulder, and you're just like, he's just like, I'm up here now because they're too scared to fucking jump off because they're idiots. But they're not like rats. They're not like dogs or cats. They are their own special. It's like a land otter. They don't go in water very much. They can, but they're like little land weasel rat otter things. But they're fucking cute. They smell really bad, but they're cute. And they'll like weasel their way into your fucking couch and shit. They're really.
Don't they destroy furniture?
Oh, they are.
They're everything.
Yeah, they're destructive like a motherfucker. Oh, fuck, they're cute.
I like the pets that people don't normally keep, like squirrels or turkeys.
Oh, little raccoons.
I like
raccoons. Oh, I love when people get little fucking.
Do you count rabbits as a different animal or a common animal?
I
would say it depends on the breed.
Yeah, it depends on the breed. If you're getting like a gray East European hare, that would be like an uncommon.
You really pulled out the fucking name.
See, we had lion head rabbits.
Lion heads.
All right.
Asian giant rabbits. A lot of people have those. Those are cool.
Yeah.
So apparently I'm just surrounded by a bunch of fucking rabbit experts. What the fuck? I don't even know these. What are these things?
A lion head rabbit had a lion mane. So it looked like a little tiny lion.
I think it's a little rabbit mane because there's no way that thing is a fucking lion. I'm going to tell you that much.
I had one I called Frisky because all she did was shake. She looked like a crackhead coming off the high all the time.
Jesus.
Oh, man. Levi, you want? Let's talk about what you're going to talk about, man.
Just say it, Levi. Come on.
I really can't.
Majority rule, you have to.
We can bring it up next time Drake's here, too.
No, it won't be the same. I can't do it, guys. I can't. Not only is it long, and it'll only be funny once, but it'll be because between all of you guys, it's going to make all of you uncomfortable.
I'm
okay with that.
Well,
I know.
There's one thing I think I know would make me uncomfortable.
What is that?
And I'm ready
for
it.
Say it, Gage.
It's period blood.
Oh, it's not that.
Oh, period blood makes me uncomfortable.
Why does it make you uncomfortable?
That's where you draw the line? As a straight man? That's where
you're
like...
it's not just period blood. It's people having sex or...
Oh, getting their rusty penny and all that shit?
Oh, dude, I love iron.
Okay. Next. Here's another thing. Okay.
Be looking like Jeffrey Dahmer, the people nommer.
Is it illegal to fight an endangered animal if that endangered animal started it first?
Probably, if you heard it, if I had to guess.
Question is, if it's endangered, I mean really endangered, and it's fucking like and you're near it, how endangered is it? So like you'd piss off an eagle. You know how rare it is to be attacked by a fucking eagle?
It happens though.
Happens, but guess what? If I get attacked by a fucking eagle, the government ain't gonna know about it.
Could you fight?
So that happens.
You can fight the eagle?
Yeah, I can.
So
fight
something
an
like
eagle.
that happened around here. There was an eagle that was flying around during hunting season, and it flew literally right in front of a guy when he shot his gun and killed it.
Oh, that's convenient. He's like, I
No,
don't know
seriously.
what happened. I don't know what happened, sir. I was just sitting there ready to shoot the buck. Where was
He was
the buck
recording
at?
it. That's the only reason they believed him.
Oh, okay.
What
Never
do
mind. We get a pass here.
What the hell, Levi?
But
What do you think we all sound like?
Just like that.
That's
I
your-
don't know, man.
That's just
Oh,
your
I
like.
shot that.
That's your go-to fucking white honky voice.
Yeah.
We don't. We don't sound like that.
We don't sound like that.
Coming from Gage over here trying to make his voice deeper.
Oh yeah. He was
Well,
like- he
I
was
was
like-
just making sure the quality was better.
he was like, I'm trying to make sure the quality sounds good, guys. I don't know what's going on. I know it sounds weird right now, but let's just go. This is what just tell everybody this is what I sound like all the time. It'll be fine. It's like, nope, no, it's not. Don't lie to everybody.
Oh man, fuck you guys.
Really, what he sounds like is, hey guys, we're gonna have a podcast today. Sounds like Rumpelstiltskin.
So back to period blood.
Oh, yep.
No.
Pennies.
I've been playing a bunch of new games on my iPad,
Yeah, tell them about your iPad.
and I've been looking at like new game shows. Do you guys think you could actually?
Fuck.
I don't know. Do you think you could actually do a game show that required knowledge?
No.
I
Like-
think at one point I could have done smarter than a fifth grader,
I think that's where I'm at.
I'm stupid.
but now I couldn't just because I've been out of school so long. Some of the history stuff I probably wouldn't remember.
I'd be stuck at third grade.
What is your favorite game show concept that you've came across?
Price is right.
Concept?
Yeah. So like there used to be a game show that I found, I think it was on MTV for a little while, but this tow truck would go around and he would tow people's cars, and if you came out to stop him, he would say, okay, I'm going to ask you 5 questions, and if you get like 4 of them right or some shit, I'll drop your car. And he would ask super easy questions, but they were so easy that people overthought them, and normally they got them wrong.
That's sad.
Like, I think one guy he said, what is the significance of 1776? What happened in 1776? And they're like, I don't know.
You just did it.
Or they're like, how many stripes are on the flag?
Enough. Too many.
Boom.
How many stars? Do you know how many stars are on the flag?
A bunch. At least 3.
How many?
There's
how
one
many,
for each state.
How many stripes?
Enough.
That's a much smaller number. How many stripes are on the flag?
There's at least 12.
I'll be honest.
No more
Isn't
than
there 13?
What answer are you locking in?
I said there's at least 12, no more than 14.
Okay, what is your final answer?
All right, I think there's more than 12 and less than 14.
So 13.
There you go.
Isn't it 13? I think.
It is 13.
Yep, for the 13 colonies.
Yep. Now how many
I know it.
stars?
50. There's 50 stars.
You sure?
Is it? Yeah.
Yep,
Don't-
there's 50 stars.
Fucking don't. I was talking about like second guessing and human nature today. My confidence is fucking woo up here. When I know something, I know something.
You didn't
man.
sound confident. There's
You
at
sound like
least
the guys I
12,
work
but no
with,
more than
Gage.
14.
Yeah. I'm. It's a bit.
I don't know. That was my favorite concept of a game show.
I really like Deal or No Deal.
That was
Just for the
fun.
fact I liked risking it all.
It was easy to play along with at home. Like Family Feud, it's easy to play with.
Oh, Cash Cab. I loved that show.
I just seen a rerun of that the other day. So yeah, that's a good one too.
I've never watched Cash Cab, but I have seen the fucking sex one.
That's completely different.
On Pornhub,
Yeah.
the lights don't glow. They're not asking trivia questions.
Hey, it was a game show to me.
A pretty lady can't pay her fare, so she fucks some.
They're asking questions. They're
gross
asking
guy.
how fast you can take your
Yeah,
clothes off.
you like that? Yeah, you like that? And its answer is always yes. That's my favorite game show.
How bad would that be halfway through? They're just like, yes, yes, no, I'm not having fun anymore.
It's like, oh, turn off the camera. we gotta go.
Drop her off.
She's done.
John, I was in your neck of the woods today. Well, I was right on the border by Danville. I went to the Golden Nugget.
The fuck is that?
It's a casino.
Did you win?
Oh.
Well, so I thought it was gonna be this grand.
Oh, that's the one they just built, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like this grand casino. It's gonna be cool and whatnot. And on the outside, you know, it's not bad, but it's got a steakhouse that's connected to it, so you can gamble and then go eat steak. But it's a lot. It's a lot smaller. Like I would say, it's almost twice the size of your average Dollar General.
Really?
Yeah, but I went in
It
there.
took him forever to build.
I went in there and the guy scanned my card. He's like, "All right, good luck, have fun, thank you." So I go, and the first game I get to, I sit down, and within the first 5 minutes, I win like $600.
Damn right.
I'm like, man, you know, this is gonna be a good day. I don't want to leave. I just literally got here.
Yeah, that's the trick. You should have left.
I was like, I literally just got here.
Nope.
So I went and I started playing around here and there, and I'd lose a lot, and I'd win a little, and then I'd lose. And then for the last hour, I was just playing on $10, and I would win enough to get to like $30, get all the way back down to $10, win enough to get back to $30 for like a whole hour. And then I finally lost it all, and I went home and had Taco Bell.
So you were up $600 and then you lost it all?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how I go. I never bring money out of the casino unless I've hit something big. I don't consider $600 big.
I consider $600 big. Who the fuck are
I
you?
consider anything big, I'll be honest.
I would consider anything above $2,000 to be big.
So if there's a steakhouse right next to me and it's at a casino, so it's out of town, so you're looking at probably like $100 charge. Like you're gonna get a steak.
I don't know how much the steaks and stuff were.
Right,
Nobody was in the steakhouse, I'll tell you that.
I'm gonna say $100. If I make $100 and I can pay for my fucking meal, I'm leaving that fucking casino, going to eat, and then I'm going home. That's a good fucking day.
Right.
That's a good
How
fucking
far
day.
of a drive for that? That was like 2 hours for you, wasn't it, almost?
No, it was like 48 minutes.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad then.
Well, we got other ones on the other side of our city capital, and that one's like an hour and 30 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot bigger. It's got more games to choose from, but if I'm going to go over there, I'd like to take like $1,000 or something. So, yeah.
Yeah, that casino just got finished, like a year or two ago, maybe?
Yeah, and I heard people talking about it. I was like, well, I might as well go over there today. I had nothing going on. But, yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, that's the hood. Danville.
Is it?
Yeah.
I used to have neighbors when I lived in a small town outside of the Illinois border, and they came from Danville, Illinois, and they told us like horror stories. And I think in the time that they lived there, they had their house broken into 3 times, all by homeless people, and every time they found them in their living room sleeping.
What?
Yeah, it's just a free for all there.
Yeah.
It is not a place you want to live, but people keep moving there.
I don't go to
Why?
Illinois, and that was probably the first time I've been to Illinois in 6 years, I would say. And I'm not even that
Unless
far
you're
from
going
it.
to unless you're going to the city, there's really honestly not a whole lot here.
Well, it's
Unless you
the
got
same way
family or
It's
something.
the same way with Indiana. There's nothing here.
That's
Don't
true.
come to Indiana. If you're listening to this, fuck off. Go
Well,
to
it is
Ohio or some shit.
No, screw Ohio.
Hey, what's wrong with Ohio?
Ohio sucks.
They got Cincinnati
Yep, that's it.
and Cleveland. Cleveland smells like shit, though.
Yeah, it's dog shit in Cleveland. What are we talking about? Why are we trying to hype up Ohio? Who the fuck are you?
Because we don't
You
want them in
Buckeye.
Indiana.
You Buckeye motherfucker!
Hey, fuck you.
Are you an Ohio fan, Gage?
I am. I do like Ohio
That
State.
explains why you want people to move to Ohio.
Yeah,
Well,
fuck.
see, okay, so my father, which actually my stepfather, he's from Ohio, and growing up, I needed something to like bond with on him,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the first things was Ohio State and football and stuff. And over the years, I've just kind of grown into it, and they're not a bad team. Go Bucks.
No, they're not bad.
I've had some teachers though that have gone to Ohio State, and they're like, "Yeah, if you want to go there and learn anything, don't. They are only for their sports programs." I'm like, "Yeah, I can
Oh,
kind of
really?
tell you that."
Well, all those big schools, I feel like, are like that, though.
I mean, you look at the fucking revenue that people are making off of these things. If you're in the top 10, yeah.
Didn't the big guy from Purdue like fail his finals or something, so he can't declare for the NBA draft or something?
I don't know. Is this recently the guy that? Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
I heard someone. I thought it was him, but there was someone I thought had that happen to him. Well, that's like that star they had back in what, like 2017 or 18. He was supposedly really dumb.
Same.
That like nothing was going on in his head other than basketball, supposedly. I don't know him. I can't say anything about him, but that's supposedly what a lot of people said about him.
I mean, nowadays these kids are making way more money than I'll ever see in my entire life. So yeah,
they got
I would say the only thing going through their heads is that sport.
Well, that's like everyone's talking about Caitlin Clark only signing a $300,000 deal over 4 years, but then she just signed a shoe brand for $7 million. She's gonna be fine. I don't know why people are making such a big deal.
It's because the inequality in sports payments, and I see where women want to get paid more, and I agree they should be, but the fan base and the money is just not there to keep women's sports going quite yet. It's starting to grow in more popularity, which thankfully, but the money.
So that's how I look at it. The women's sports, sports in general, I think are a great thing. Don't get me wrong. Just professional sports, at least basketball. I don't know about the rest of them. Basketball isn't as well known or watched as men's, but in the last 3 years, it's got more and more steadily popular, and they've at least tripled their viewer count of games.
Oh yeah, they're definitely doing a good campaign on it.
So I mean, the money's gonna come. You just got to get big enough first.
I think the thing I hate is when I see like women's football, it's always lingerie.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's really degrading.
I
Not,
don't.
well, I mean, we all know what it's there for.
Right. They're trying to keep attention and try to get male attention mostly to watch the sport and make it successful. But you're taking actual athletes and sexualizing them while they're trying to, get the same pay or the same, rights as other players. And I think
A
that's
sport
wrong.
that I think would hurt is professional women's volleyball, beach volleyball.
Oh, like the
Because-
sand.
Yeah, because they're out there in bikinis,
Right.
and then they're gonna jump and slide into the sand. I feel like that would hurt so much.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe not.
sand's not that comfortable.
And especially they're most of the time. Sometimes they're doing it on actual beaches that's out in the sun, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be hot
Hot
too.
sand.
Sometimes you can't even walk on hot sand, and they're
Why?
out there sliding and jumping into it.
Why can't we cool the sand off? What technology whose technology dick do I have to suck to cool sand around here?
You grab a hose.
I mean, you could. Well, imagine how much money that would cost for a whole beach.
What
to
if
cool
what
the
if
sand?
we can come up with a shoe that is specifically designed for the beach?
Why do you wear shoes at the beach?
Well, hang on, listen. When it touches sand, it actually cools your feet. I'd rather have cold feet at the beach than hot feet.
Go in the water.
Yeah.
What you're asking for is literally 3 steps to your fucking, like, wherever you're standing next to. Just go to the water.
Fuck
You're like,
you.
I want my feet not to be hot at the beach. Take 3 steps inward, and you'll be good to fucking go.
Goodness gracious.
Fucking dummy.
Are we gonna start like cooling the sand like we do with people's houses? Like,
No. That's very inefficient. Maybe we can find a way.
not really. You could use the water from the ocean to pump through it, and then you just pump it back into the water, like how nuclear plants do, and just cycle it around, and it would cool
Okay.
itself.
Okay, I see where you're coming from. Yeah, we could do that. But then, like, if we get it too wet, people can't put their beach towels down.
You don't. It's not actual water touching sand. You would have to have pipes running underneath. It'd be like a giant radiator.
Right. I could see that.
So you'd
What
have
do
to
you-
have these pipes running,
do you
zigzagging
think-
all the way.
How much do you think it would cost to run
Too much.
10,000 feet of that plexi pipe shit?
PVC?
No, not PVC.
10,000 feet, you need way more than
polyflow.
that.
Is it polyflow?
You need
No.
like 2 miles.
What is that?
Yeah,
What's that red and blue piping?
For plumbing?
Yeah,
Oh my god. I was just talking about it.
it's on the top of
yesterday.
my
It's
head.
called
Uniflow, pipe,
PEX.
PEX pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what people use.
I just don't think this is worth it. I don't, because like I said, take 2 fucking steps inward, cool. And also the beach is hot, but it's not like a bad hot. It's not like, I'm on fire. No, it's like, this
What?
is warm. And you stick
I'm
your
not
toes
saying
in
it's
the
worth
sand.
it. I'm just
No.
coming up with a solution.
It's
Other
not
than
a
the water.
It's not a solution though. It's just, it's unnecessary. You're like, oh, we need to put pipes in the ground. We need to put pipes in the ground to cool the fucking ocean because
What are
it's
you,
fucking-
sketch?
because it's warm. No,
Who's
he,
that?
excuse me, brother. It's you
I'm
fucking.
just saying
you
this is America, and I deserve to have cold beach sand.
Maybe they could have it sectioned off so like this part's cool, that isn't.
Yeah, like a
Well-
VIP section.
no, go at night.
You
It's
can
cool.
you can pay a monthly
Go-
fee.
Go at night. It is cool.
It's a
It is-
subscription.
Have you ever
It is
been?
cool.
Have you ever been to the beach at night?
yes.
It's eerie.
I've
isn't
never
it?
even been to the beach.
No, it's fucking. It's beautiful.
It's terrifying. You
You're
don't
a
have
pussy.
you don't have a flashlight. It's super dark, and you're like, oh, I don't know if a tsunami wave's gonna come get me, or
If
you're gonna
you could-
step on a jellyfish.
Buddy, you need to calm down. Walking the beach at night is literally one of my favorite experiences, and I hate water.
Have you ever stepped on a jellyfish or a crab?
I mean, I step on a crab, I'm not worried about it.
Oh, them fuckers hurt.
I mean, yeah, so does a lot of things that I have here, and I can walk here in my hometown and step on a fucking meth needle.
I almost got Steve Irwin down at the beach one time.
Damn, fucking with them stingrays.
Yeah, fucking stingrays. And then I stepped on a crab, and the crab was like, "Fuck out of here! Fuck out of here!"
Why is your crab a mob boss?
Oh.
Hey, get off of me! You come to me on my daughter's wedding day. Clip, 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 clip. I'll fuck you up. I swear to God, you're messing with the crab father.
I'll give him the clap. See?
See? Break his legs, Big Tony, and it's just a slightly bigger crab. Just clipping at you.
I don't know what it is, but Italian mobster crabs is my favorite.
I actually want a show now that is all about Italian mobster crabs.
I
And they
really
all-
wouldn't be surprised if there is one.
Do you think they live out of like old pasta jars?
Oh yeah. So there's the mob boss is
Yeah.
actually he's living in one. That's
It's like
his
a-
shell.
It's like a Rotel family size pasta thing.
This is my family. This is where we live.
I think that'd be hilarious.
The Crampia. That's what they call us.
Adult Swim, if you're listening to this, we need Tony the Mobster Crab.
And I'm
Is
willing to
Adult
do
Swim still a thing?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
and I'm willing to do the voice for it, just so everyone knows.
You come to me on my daughter's wedding day. She's getting married to a shellfish.
A selfish shellfish.
He's a bit unorthodox, but I like him.
You know, and then they could have a bunch of like fish puns. Those
Oh, they
are
could.
those are almost endless, I would think.
Yeah, like
You-
the sea. He's over there
Oh,
laughing.
sweet Jesus.
Instead of getting a round of applause, they get a round of applause.
Nippies, yeah. That's actually a good scene.
Clap for my daughter.
Clip, 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 clip.
They get married at the wedding, and everyone's just clank, 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 clank.
Yeah. I think it's actually a great idea. I love that.
Now we have to hire our resident artist to do a little animation,
To do a little animation.
little
of the clip.
pilot episode.
We need it. We
I
need to
haven't
ship
even
it.
seen him in a while.
He's a busy boy.
He's busy. He's busy.
I don't know what he's
in a way.
doing, but he's busy.
He's somewhere. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something.
I'll hit him up to see how much it would be to get an animation.
A whole ass animation.
Get
Oh,
like a
damn.
whole like 2-minute episode of
Jesus, you know,
that whole wedding thing.
You know how many frames are in 2 minutes?
A lot.
At least more than 12, no more than 14.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. No, Maddie was working on like a little animation because she likes that the idea of it, and she was like fucking around with it, and she made like this little fucking 10-second thing, and I think there was like 40 to like 80 slides.
Damn.
Yeah, so you're like 2 minutes. What's 2 minutes of a fuck ton of crabs? Just a bunch of crabs, and you're like, yeah, it's fine. It'll be great. It'll be literally like months of work for one person.
You know, I'm sure there's an easier way to do all that. So someone's
Yeah, but
had
it
to
costs a
have
lot of
figured it out.
money.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's called AI, and it's fucked because all the artists are over there like, hey, they took my job. It's just some robot like 10101.
We need somebody to download Chat GPT and ask us some
Giant.
fucked up questions.
Giant
You can.
goblin boobies holding insignificant peener wiener, and it's just AI, and it just makes it, and it's beautiful.
AI will copy people's voices too if you like give them something like they normally say, and then it can copy sentences exactly how they would say it.
That's what everyone's worried about, like the deep fakes and shit, because you can put someone else's face on someone else's body and make it sound like something.
Mhm.
Have you guys seen that video floating around on like Facebook of this little animated bird that's sitting on a bird bath? He's like, "You want to see my pecker?" And
Yeah.
this guy's sitting
Yeah.
on a bench. He's like, yeah, sure." And he shows it, and it's just dangling. It's huge.
Uh-huh.
He's like, "Oh God, Jesus Christ! You want to see my pecker again? No. Come on, you want to see my pecker?"
That's a funny one.
I need a part 2.
Yo, did you guys probably didn't see it? I know you probably saw it, Gage. I got hit with a fucking violation on TikTok today for harassment.
You
for
know,
harassment and bullying. I'm literally streaming and I'm not talking to fucking anyone but myself. And they're like, harassment. I'm like, I'll kill you. I was like, grow the fuck up.
from what I understand, that happens to a lot of people, and I don't know if it's just one person reports.
Yeah,
and then
one person goes, hey man, this guy's kind of rude. I would do unspeakable things to just fucking losers.
I
Just leave me alone.
think it's just one person reports, and then it cuts it off.
Yeah. Well, it didn't even kill my live either. So they might have like done it, and then it's like, hey, maybe someone reviewed it, and they were like, maybe not. They were like,
so.
this guy's not doing anything. Yeah, because my live was still going. So
Yeah,
I think
I don't know how all that goes.
I don't either, but I got my first violation today, quote unquote.
Well, now you're gonna have to start a second channel and work it up.
Yeah, fuck that.
Our podcast got a violation on. Got an email about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it said.
Who emailed us?
Oh, let me look.
Was it YouTube?
Probably YouTube was going, hey, we can't monetize
Well,
this.
I tried to run a promotion for one of our episodes, and YouTube was like, no, fuck no. I think it took
maybe it was
like,
the one that maybe it was the porn in the title, or
it took them 5 minutes to respond. They're like, no, you can't.
No,
you can't do it.
no. We're not even gonna have anyone review this. We're just immediately saying no.
I even tried giving them a bunch more money, and they're like, no.
Shocking content.
You can't buy us
trademarks
to do this.
and it says shocking content and trademarks and ad text. What trademarks did you have?
Fuck, man, I don't know. We might have said we're also on Spotify, and YouTube was like, hey, stop that. You're promoting other things.
Sorry, I ripped my headphones out of my mic. What'd you say?
You bitch.
What episode was it?
It doesn't say the video. I can. It just gives me a date, 4/02 of 24. So I'm not sure on the date. So which episode would have that been? About that time.
I think it might be the one where someone did like a Mickey Mouse intro.
Oh, that would have been me.
Yeah, we can't.
Oh, that would be a trademark violation.
Disney is gonna have our dicks. Wouldn't that be cool to get sued by Disney?
No, fuck it wouldn't.
They're gonna come after me.
I didn't think about that till now.
My 2 used pocket pussies.
Damn, they can take it too.
Well, I don't know about that.
Few details and fix.
Yeah, I just know Disney doesn't fuck around, man.
Did they take it down? Is that?
No, they didn't take it down. They just said no, fuck no to your promotion.
Okay, yeah.
My God, I don't care. I keep getting email. What the? I'm trying to look to see what it was about.
Oh yeah.
I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
So you tried to run an ad on one of our videos?
I tried to run the ad for dating profiles, bad sex, and crime.
You should run it on the one about freaking dating.
The one where Levi was really sexist that I had to cut out a lot of shit.
You mean every single episode?
Gage, where are the 2 last episodes at?
Listen, boys, we don't talk about that. I'm slowly working. Let me alliterate this. People, I'm sorry. I've been tied up doing some things, and then the week that I have had off, I did not validate my time wisely. So I'm a piece of shit. So you will be getting a couple episodes, I believe.
The same day. There's just 4 episodes
back to back. Good news is I finish this semester up really soon. So my Mondays and Thursdays will be a lot freer. That takes a lot of my morning on Mondays when I get off work. Because that's like from 8 to noon. So if I no longer have to do class 8 to noon, that kind of helps out. But
You know the best part is though, the dating profile one. The dating profile, bad sex, ed, and crime. Episode 6 is our most viewed one, and that's probably what that ad would have best fit with.
I think I'm not doing this for money or views. I'm just doing this for fun. But I am glad to see that people. I am glad to see that people do like to look at our stuff sometimes.
Well, that's because
I can't believe we have over 20 views on each video. That shocks me.
20
just
views
hope
not bad.
that people watch this and it just makes them feel smart.
Dude,
That's it.
we're so fucking dumb.
Well, I feel
And just think about this, people. I wire houses for a living.
Yeah, that goes to show you don't really need a high intellect to actually have a career. You can just you can be a silly little man and you can just wire houses. It's fine.
Actually, the sad part is I wire things much bigger than houses.
Yeah. You have a technical knowledge.
Do you guys what do you guys do in your life?
Living?
No, hang on. What do you guys do in your life that you think you're an innovator of? Like you're the only person that does this?
Nothing.
Like for me personally, I brush my teeth in the shower.
What? Wait a minute.
Yep.
Where the hell? What?
Okay.
That was just out of left field.
I don't know.
He's like, I do something that's not conventional. So you're doing something that's not conventional that you think is
the bee's knees.
Yeah, you're like the trendsetter. You're doing something that you think should be
the trend sweater, the big sweater. I can't rap.
You said sweater twice.
If I stop, it'd be better.
Yeah. I don't know. I really don't.
I have nothing.
I don't feel like I do anything that's super phenomenal, or unconventional in the way that it's like, oh, we should all do this. Yeah, no. I'm pretty standard as it goes. You know. I'm a guy.
You ever flipped your hand upside down while you masturbate?
No.
Go at it at a different angle?
That's a lot of work. I'm just smacking myself in the fucking stomach really hard. I will say, pro tip for eating, don't chew your food, just swallow. You'll get done faster. Hope someone's going to choke listening to this. He's like,
that's just terrible.
That's what Bevo does.
A life hack.
Yeah, it's like, just don't chew.
Now we're going to get sued because someone's loved one died while watching our video.
I don't think we can get sued because someone's a dumbass.
One of our 17 subscribers. Now we're going to go down to 16.
We've had people.
He's dead. He can't unsubscribe. He's fine.
We've had people in the UK drop in on us.
Oh no, they're going to check.
What is up with the?
Oh no, they're going to
check that at.
They're going to fucking
our Spotify podcast analytics.
Will we gain or lose subscribers based on my British accent?
We will lose.
All right.
They'll get upset.
Well, since you said it, we have to test it out now. All right, British fans, tell me in the comments how good this is. Would you like a spotted tea, governor? All right, so just right there.
You just sound like you're screaming into the microphone.
I listen to British rappers, and most of it I get is they talk about getting shanked with a knife.
That's because they don't really have guns over there.
And they say bruv.
Hey, bruv. Hey, bruv.
Like,
you know what I'm thinking about
have
now?
You ever heard of the song "Welcome to Brixton"?
No.
Welcome to Brixton. Hey, bruv. I'm gonna
ring
an alley and
one of the first lines he says is, "I'm in the party with Barbies and drillers."
Are those like the old guys?
Drillers?
No. These two guys rapping. Is that the old guys?
No.
No,
I know
those guys,
about, though.
They fucking get it.
They are good.
What is their name?
I don't know. Old Man 1 and 2 over in Britain, wrapping up some fucking bars. Listen, I'm not saying out of disrespect. I'm just saying I don't know the fucking names. But they go in. I mean, I like them. I just don't listen to rap very much. I don't know how to say it. It doesn't make any fucking sense unless you listen to it. I listen to Brazilian and regular funk because that shit makes me want to fight the entire U.S. military.
You know of the meme Techno Viking?
Excuse the fuck out of me.
No.
Have you seen
I listen to techno Viking music.
It was, I think, early 2000s. There was a protest going on, and there's this guy that looks like a Viking, and he was dancing to techno music in the street. You got to know what I'm talking about.
I had no idea.
No.
I'm gonna send it to Discord real quick.
All right, you send that to Discord. I have another thing I want to bring up also from like the 2000s.
Which is?
The clown era.
Oh, I remember that.
I remember the clown era. Oh.
Our school was getting so scared.
All right, I threw it in the podcast preview.
Oh, it's so loud.
Yeah, it's the very first thing. Have you seen that one?
I've never seen this before.
Oh man. Well, I was going to talk about the guy who actually filmed that video was just some amateur videographer that was kind of hanging out, checking out the protest, and he just so happened to catch this guy on camera. From what it looks like is some guy shoulder chucked a woman, and he came in out of frame and told the guy to like fuck off or go to the other side of the road or some shit, and then he stood there and watched him, and then it just took off from there, and he started dancing and following a truck or something. I don't know. Well, this guy posted the video, started getting a bunch of money from his YouTube channel. A bunch of people were making fan art, things like that, and he was known as the Techno Viking. I think later on, like 4 or 5 years down the road, the guy who filmed it actually got a letter from a lawyer, this guy's lawyer, and it was a stop and cease, and they went through a whole court battle. He got sued and he lost, and the Techno Viking got all the profits from the video that this guy had made. He had to take the original video down, and no one has ever learned his name.
That's kind of cool, though.
He is the unknown Techno Viking that sued its creator.
I mean, I could see why he sued, but if he actually gave permission to be recorded, then he really has no justification.
Well, I don't think it was the permission to be recorded was the issue. It was that this guy was making money off of a video of him, and people were using his likeness, and he didn't like that people were using his likeness everywhere, and he had become a meme. So to fight that, he thought taking this guy's video down would stop it, but it didn't. And when the guy got the stop and cease, he was actually trying to contact and find this guy because he was willing to share the profits and work with him to make more videos or whatever. And the Techno Viking didn't want to do it.
I think it just kind of seems like he wanted the profits. Like he had the ability to take the money that someone else earned.
It wasn't even that much. I think in total, the guy said it was like $13,000.
That's a lot of money for you not
over
doing
the
anything.
whole thing. That's true. But after paying your lawyer and the court costs and whatnot,
even if you're up $5,000 and that other guy loses everything, that other guy lost $13,000, and the other guy. True. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand, but it's like it depends on how long it was.
Right.
It's like
I think the court case. So he got a stop and cease letter, and then hadn't heard any correspondence for like 2 years, and then finally had to show up to court.
Yeah.
So,
really?
Yeah, this was a whole drawn out ordeal.
I I don't know. I got mixed feelings about it because I get it. Like, you don't want people using your likeness, but also it's like the internet is such a fickle thing, and it's
Right.
like I don't really think it was a bad thing for him being a meme because like there's like what is it, like Crazy Girlfriend or whatever it was. She was a meme. She became a meme, but she like people fade and it changes and it all goes away.
She
like,
made her own videos though, didn't she?
I don't know. Maybe you can
someone else didn't record her.
You can use it to your advantage, and that guy didn't want to do it, and that's fine. But to just steal all the progress and the work that other guy kind of made, it's kind of whatever, you know?
Yeah.
That's one thing I don't understand. Like, but like, it works two different ways now. So, like, there's a lot of streamers now. Like, we were just talking about, like, Sketch. Sketch, like, there's a lot of people that will just take his videos and take his streams and then just restream them themselves. And they just call it a watch party, which is both good and bad in the sense that, like, oh, this guy's just restreaming something that was really funny. It's like, okay, let's watch it. So this guy watches it and this guy makes money off someone else's content, but also it's publicity and advertising for Sketch at the same time. So it's like, yes, that's good, but also it's like, at what point is that a problem? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that.
So it's like the internet is such a weird and fickle thing because at any point I think Sketch could be like, no, because that's literally my content. You can't stream
Right.
it.
And he openly admitted to streaming other people's stuff and are streaming like games and shit, like sports games, and just reposting them. He was like, "This is what I had to do to get where I'm at." He's like, "I needed the viewership."
Yeah. Which, hey, there's nothing wrong with that if you're willing to do that. I'm not personally, but hey, the internet is he's better off than I am. He's doing well. So I mean, like, it is a game. You have to play the game right if you want to like make it.
I don't understand who pays these people.
What do you mean?
Like,
he's a Twitch streamer.
One day you're going around and then you find this random TikTok and it starts blowing up. Everybody's watching it. Yep. And then it's not even like a week or two later and this person here is buying a new house and a new car. Like, who the fuck just gave you all that money for doing nothing? Like, you don't have a brand. You don't have something you're selling. You're not... What the fuck?
That is true. It depends on how fast it happens. Even because if you blow up and he gets a bunch of subs in like 2 months, that's enough to... If he went from like nothing to something in like a couple of months, that's still enough time, depending. Because like if you like, even if he's like half of what like Jinxie became, it's still like decent.
So your livelihood is dependent on what people are willing to give you.
Yeah. It's a weird. Well, it's donations are like huge for that as well, but also it's like your viewership becomes way different when you hit like partner. And this is getting into semantics that a lot of people don't understand, but it's like, hey, it's like you watch a guy and instead of like paying for like Netflix or paying for something like that, you really like this one guy's content because he's funny or whatever. So you go and you spend your time watching this guy instead of like going over to YouTube or going over to Netflix and watching a show. Like, this is your new show. This is your guy. So you spend your monthly on him. And if everybody does that, and, and this guy gets to affiliate, like I'm an affiliate, and you get your benefits and you get to affiliate, you get like channel points and a bunch of other bullshit. You're like, whatever. You get to partner, and it's a completely different ball game. You get better percentages on things. You get a better better payouts. You get more stuff for it essentially. So the more successful you become, the better. Not only just because like you have more that's happening, but you get better percentages and like dividends because you are becoming a more profitable resource for Twitch. Right. So you make them more money. So you make more money.
Is partner as high as you can go?
I mean, in terms of like the agreements, I think so. But yeah, I mean, you'll probably hit a point to where like Jinxie probably has like a guy that he can call.
Yeah.
That's like a part of Twitch that, it's like, hey, I want to do this. And they're like, okay. Cause he's so high up on the, like the market. Like he's number one Twitch streamer.
It gets to a point where you're a certain percentage of Twitch's income.
Yeah. Income that you're like,
they need to make sure that you're happy.
Yeah.
And to make that deal work.
Yeah,
That's
no,
like
I'm sure. there's
Aiden Ross
a lot
when
there.
he left Twitch
That was a big deal.
and he went to go to Kick, which I think not only was it smart, but I think Aiden Ross is running Kick's pockets.
Oh yeah.
I think he said
Also,
he's getting like $13,000 a minute or some shit.
something
What?
like that. I don't
It's
know. He's
nuts.
making
It
he
is
makes so much
nuts.
money. He can provide setups and shit for other streamers.
Yeah.
Like they basically, he's like, hey, I'll provide you with a fucking setup, a house to live in, and like fucking utilities and food paid for. You just work for me, and that's like his whole fucking thing. They're like his boys, and like
He had his assistant the other day jump on the private jet, go to a different state to buy some headphones or some shit,
Yeah.
and then bring it back all in the
Yeah.
same night. And then Aiden was like, "Thanks, you can leave." And he's like, "All right, I'm going to bed."
fuck yeah, dude.
What?
Dude, I'd sell
shit
out.
you not, man.
I'd sell out. I would. I'd sell out for
It's-
Aiden. He also doesn't seem like that bad of a guy. I will say that.
I think he's a good guy, but he's got to do what he's got to do to keep that bread
Yeah.
coming in.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh
you're
yeah.
gonna see some off the wall shit,
Oh yeah.
and he's already
It's
admitted to some
content.
things being staged,
Yeah, and it has to be.
and that's just how it is.
And that's
it
one of the
gets-
reasons
it gets
it's
to
like
that
I
point.
don't stage shit, but like I completely get why things have to be staged. Because like even gaming with like buddies, like after getting into content creation and like understanding it, I definitely see. And like, sorry to break the fourth wall for everybody listening. It's I have watched so many like YouTubers or things like just videos now to where I see past it to where I'm like, I definitely know what you did. And it's like, I love that you had to do that because it was good for the content, but I definitely see it now.
Yeah,
And like YouTube for me is almost ruined
it's
because I've done so much of it now and I'm like, I understand like the nuances of it that I'm like, oh fuck. And I can't just sit back and watch something now
well,
because
it's
now
like,
I see like edits and
it's like watching somebody play a game, and they're like, "Oh, what do you think this lever does?" And you can obviously tell it's going to be for something like not good.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I get you have to play it up or play it down for people that really aren't paying attention.
Yeah.
But to make your content a little better, but a lot of these people play dumb when they are playing games or doing some kind of show.
Yeah. And that's part of it though, man. Especially for like younger audiences, which YouTube, if you're not like kid friendly or like even like trying to be, you don't monetize well at all. And like and kids respond well to that kind of exaggerated kind of, like
Minecraft.
yeah
Minecraft
shit like
is
that.
still going hard. I can't believe it.
And it is. And there's just so many things that I see that it's like, what do you think this is gonna do, guys? And it's like, okay.
I see adult streamers that have made adult content for so long start to play Roblox.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm like, that's just where the money's at.
It is. It absolutely is. I will say I would rather see that happen than this NPC bullshit on TikTok. Bro.
Oh,
Bro.
God.
Oh, I
I hate
lose my
that
mind.
shit.
Oh, I lose my mind. I started streaming on TikTok here recently, and you fuckers, my friends, are like, do the NPC bullshit. No, because you guys know how mad I get even just thinking about it. Just they stand there. And if anyone doesn't know, get on TikTok for more than fucking 30 minutes and look through the lives. You're going to see these fuckers that just stand in front of the camera and they just move like abstractly and they're just going to say weird shit the whole fucking time. And they'll stand there for like hours.
I see hot women hold a sign up that says, "I will not talk until my type joins the chat."
Yeah, I've been seeing that too.
And they just don't talk.
They
and
just sit
they
there.
get people in there.
I saw this one.
That's it.
It was kind of funny.
because people want to be that type.
Yeah, it's bad. There's been a couple I've been seeing the Minecraft ones where they like build up until they hit the fucking top, and then he's like, "I want to be done," and he has like a filter on where it looks like he's crying.
Yeah, and he's on the last one at the whole time.
And then it does blow up, but then I'll see him finish, and then he'll just keep going. It'll reset, and nothing goes up, and he doesn't actually quit, and he's just there because people will send him money, and that's what makes it blow up. And he'll do that for as long as he fucking can until it slows down. Then I think he'll just stop. But I'm not sure. I never sat there and watched because I'm like,
I don't sit there and watch.
No, I'm tired of the gimmicks. And that's all TikTok is. It's fucking annoying. I will see
I've
that
never watched a live, honestly.
they're fucking annoying anymore, man. Like
I
I
don't.
genuinely just stream. I just stream and it just goes on to TikTok because I want it to be up there for people to see it. It's just more aid for people to see me, and that's whatever. But like, there's this one where this guy's sitting under a big fucking bubble of like water, and anytime you send him like a hose, he'll fucking turn on a hose and turn it off real fast. And he's like sitting there, and he fucking did like weird, like he was air humping, and he was like, "Stop it! I don't want to get wet." But he's from a foreign country, but he's sitting in like a pool of water when he's doing it, and he's like laying in the water, and I'm like, I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You're already wet, dude." I was like, "What's the difference? Stop playing!" Oh no, I just got mad because it was another gimmick thing, and I was like, "I'm gonna lose my mind." It's like, who got a hold of their parents' credit card and it's like, oh no, the money. It's like, stop. It's like, please don't enable it. It's like, I don't mind content creation, and honestly, I don't mind like little gimmicks, but I hate it when that's all there is. It's all gimmick. It's all just these people doing weird shit. But it's our fault. It's society's fault. It's your fault.
I don't know why people are paying for that kind of stuff. Like, are we really that dumb?
Yeah.
Or are we just so willy-nilly with our money that we don't care?
Well, see, that's just it. If it didn't work, people wouldn't be doing it.
Exactly.
So all you listening to this right now, I swear to God, don't go onto TikTok and support the nonsense. Instead, donate to IQ Rejected. At yada yada.
We don't have a
I know we don't have one because we're not doing this for the money, but I wish I just had some offhanded fucking.
We have a Twitter. When did we get a Twitter?
Yeah, it's like www.cashatmenow.com. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I made a Twitter like weeks ago, posted on it for a couple days, and I just kind of
quit.
I don't like Twitter, man.
I don't either. I have a Twitter, and I was posting on it for my stream, but I stopped because I was like,
there's just so much content that's shoved down our throat every day,
all the time. Yeah.
That I've got Snapchat, Facebook, and Instagram. Yep. Snapchat, I only really Snapchat like my buddies. We have a group chat or whatever. Instagram, I never really post a lot. I don't talk to people on there. Facebook is just to keep up with my elderly family. But other than that, I try to avoid a lot of that stuff because it's just all nonsense, and it's hot women trying to get likes in your money, or it's people spreading bullshit that you don't care about.
Yeah.
It's just...
I get on Marketplace a lot. That's about it.
I have been on Marketplace a lot. Yeah. I actually set up a meeting with a guy the other day, and I never showed up.
Gay.
Oh, you're the worst, dude.
Well, I didn't make him leave his house. Okay. I was gonna come to his house. I would have went if he was leaving his house.
It's still shitty, but we'll leave it at that at least.
Did you ever say anything?
No. You never fucking messaged him back.
I ghosted. So what it was I was up at 3 a.m. and I wanted a roof rack for my car. And I found one. I found one on Facebook Marketplace. I messaged the guy. I'm like, "Hey man, is this still available? Would you take X amount of money?" He's like, "Yeah. If you want to come tomorrow, I'll be home all day. They're doing electricity work. Just let me know before you head this way." I'm like, "All right, cool." Then I got off work, took a nap, and I got to thinking. I'm like, "Man, I don't really need that yet, and that's still like a lot of money that I don't really need this thing." So I talked myself out of it. Why didn't you
message him though?
Because it was 3 a.m. and he was fucking. He didn't need to be messaging anybody about buying things.
I get overexcited about things really quick, or especially I get real into something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why now I own an iPad.
Yep.
I didn't need it at all.
No, that's how I bought my first car.
Yeah.
I got really excited and bought it.
I understand impulsive thoughts because I have taken the time now, and I love this theory that I do. It's like whenever I'm looking at a purchase and I'm not sure if I want it or not, I just wait a day. And then most of the time I'll forget about it because I don't need it or I don't really want it. And it's like, then it doesn't matter. And if I'm still thinking about it that next day, then I'm like, all right. I was like, I'll look at it and I'll be like, do I really want it? And then that second day, if I'm still really wanting it, I'll buy it because I'm still wanting it that next day. And it's probably something that I was like, I could actually use or whatever. And if I actually give myself that day, 90% of the things that I think about, I don't need.
Yeah.
I don't need. Now, the only thing that I don't do this for is food, and that's where fucking most of my money goes for. Because in that moment, I'm like, I want food, and I'm gonna want food in an hour. I'm gonna want food tomorrow. Might as well eat now. So I'm eating. You know, I'm fucking.
For a single man going grocery shopping and whatnot, I've kind of looked at both ends. It's almost the same price as going to McDonald's every day.
Yep.
Or Subway or something than it is to go grocery shopping.
Yep.
But I feel better about what I eat when I go grocery shopping and I eat stuff at home.
And that's really what the difference is your actual health. Because the food that you're eating when you go out to eat is dog shit for you. It's just fast and it's convenient. The food that you make at home, you know what's going into it, and it's honestly a lot better for you. The difference being really it's like what you can do.
If you can get your like daily meal to be less than $10, you're going ahead. You're ahead.
Oh yeah.
Because for yourself, you're gonna spend at least like $13 to $14 somewhere buying yourself lunch.
Unless you're just eating like bare minimum. And that's the thing is like if I'm going like McDonald's anymore, I can't get like just a meal.
Two McDoubles, large fry, and a Coke.
See, like now, because I can get like the 30% off. Because if you're using the app, shout out McDonald's, 30% off. Always use it.
Yep.
So it's like you get 30% off. At that point, if I spend $10, then I'm actually spending $7. And I try to just spend at like around $5 because then I'm spending around like $4, like $3. I try to like only spend like $3 to $4 whenever I go to McDonald's now, and I'll get like a sandwich and I'll drink at home.
Really?
And and it's just because like I don't want to give McDonald's my fucking money, dude. Like McChickens are $2. Go fuck yourself.
It's nuts.
And it's like it's only getting more expensive. And how fucking dare you? I spend $10 to almost like $12, $14 on a meal. I was like, brother, I like to eat. I could if I really like if I didn't look at the price and I ordered what I wanted to order. I'm spending $15 to like $16 at McDonald's.
I've been buying a lot of ham sandwiches and Cheetos.
Oh, that's a good ass fucking meal.
Dude, I eat a lot of cold meat sandwiches for work.
What's bullshit about this? When I worked up
and bacon,
kind of like I don't want to give away like names, but when I worked somewhere else, I worked really close to a Chili's, and it was right across the street. And what I would do is, it was away from home. It was like 30 to 40 minutes away from home. So I worked up there. I couldn't go anywhere for lunch. I didn't usually pack a lunch because we didn't have like a fridge or anything up there. So I was like, I guess I just have to eat out. So what I did was I went over to fucking Chili's like every fucking day because it was the same amount of money to eat at Chili's, to get takeout from Chili's, as it was to go out to eat at McDonald's or Culver's or anything like that. Because I would spend $12 at Chili's to have a fucking burger and fries that would fill me up and I'd feel great. And it was a delicious fucking burger, as it would to go to Culver's or McDonald's and get, if I went to McDonald's, it's a soggy ass sloppy burger for the same amount or more. And Culver's, which was actually decent food. I really like Culver's. But it's like, it was more money at Culver's because Culver's is like a high-end fast food restaurant. So you spend like $16 for like a meal.
Yeah.
And I like, how are you going to fucking sit here and justify to me that it is so much fucking money going to McDonald's or, any other fast food and spending that much money, but I can go to Chili's, a sit down restaurant, and spend just as much or less? Fuck off. Don't scam me.
Well, I think we've pretty much reached our time for this week. Was there anything else you guys wanted to bring up?
Not that I can think of.
I want to, man.
We'll talk about it next week. So this has been IQ Rejected, episode 9, I think. Depending on when it comes out.
This might be 10.
Might be 10. I don't know. We'll see how big of a piece of shit I am later on. If you want to email us or send us your questions,
www.cashatme.com. Don't forget.
No. You can email us at iqrejected@gmail.com. You can also find us on YouTube, and you can comment your questions on any of the videos, and we'll get back to you. And you can also find us on Spotify or anywhere else that you find your podcasts. So this has been IQ Rejected, and we'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.